Hello, it's me, Adam, from Middle Age Gaming 2020, and I'm here to bring you some news that is very close to our heart. You may have heard it already because it has been out for a few hours now. But basically what's happened is a company called Red Candle, which is a Taiwanese game developer, announced that their game Devotion, which was taken down from Steam quite some time ago, will be re-releasing the game on GOG, or Good Old Games. Now, originally they said that they were going to be coming out. They announced the prices. Everything seemed good to go. However, shortly thereafter, CD Projekt Red, which is the company that runs Good Old Games, basically came out and said that due to gamer feedback or messages from their gamers, they would not be releasing the game. Now, this seems a bit odd because there were a lot of people that were asking for this game to come back out. So why has this game suddenly been delisted before it is even relisted? Well, to go back, we're going to have to go back through the history of this game. Now, this game is called Devotion, and Devotion is a first-person horror game by the company Red Candle. And their original game was called Detention. It takes place in the 1980s in Taiwan during the White Terror era, which was when the government was quite authoritative or authoritarian. And we had a lot of trouble with, or they had a lot of trouble with people who were basically speaking out against the government. So there was a lot of oppression in that sort of time. Now, this game Devotion also takes place during the same time era. However, at a certain point in the game, if you're walking through a hallway, you can see certain assets on the wall. For example, you could see this poster. And if you clicked on the poster, it would bring it up and you could see it a little bit closer. And if you looked at it, what you would see is the little seal, the red words at the bottom there. Basically, the left side say Xi Jinping and the right side says Winnie the Pooh. Uh-oh. And if you were to look at the four little words on the outside of the picture, basically on the four corners, it basically says your mom's an idiot. So basically this asset was originally in the game. The programmers put it in there. Supposedly they said that they didn't intend to leave it there, but it was there for the game. Now, when the game first came out, it actually got really good reviews and people were really, really loving it. But as soon as it was found out that this asset was in the game, it got review bombed and hard to the point where Steam actually delisted the game. So after that, they basically said that they were going to patch it out, and within a few hours, they actually got rid of it. So within a few hours, this asset was patched out, and it was replaced with another placement for filler thing. So it actually did get patched out, but the review bombing did not stop, and eventually Steam did delist the game. Now, this obviously is a matter of free speech because theoretically you should be able to say or put whatever you want in your game, but because it basically insulted the Chinese president, this game was delisted. Now, for a long time, the game has been very hard to come by and very hard to find. So when they finally announced that they were going to be coming back out on Good Old Games, or GOG, a lot of people were really, really excited. So the fact that just a few hours later, CD Projekt Red announced that they will not be listing the game and that you will not be able to get it there has quite a few people a little suspicious as to what the motivations were and who these gamers are that have been sending the messages telling them, you know what, don't allow anybody to have access to this whether they want it or not. And of course, this is coming off of the bad press that CD Projekt Red has been receiving for Cyberpunk. So it has not been a good week for CD Projekt Red this week. But anyway, the reason we felt like sharing this is because myself and Korean, we do live in Taiwan. Our significant others are Taiwanese, and our video editor, Bella, is Taiwanese. So the fact that a Taiwanese company has been suppressed and is not allowed to release their game because they have basically, said something that insulted the nation of China, that's something that's very, very personal to us. And so that's why we felt like we wanted to share this with you. And personally, we do think that this should be a concerning thing because, as we see in Western media, it is perfectly fine to lampoon political figures. I mean, if you watch a lot of TV shows, SNL or Animaniacs, people were lampooning the American president all the time. And that was perfectly fine and acceptable, and actually people kind of enjoyed it. So the fact that we're not allowed to play a game because it has one picture in it that basically compares a president to a fictional Disney character and then basically says that his mom isn't too smart, that's kind of concerning that there's that kind of power out there that can take these things away from us and censor it. So we just wanted to get this news out there, let you guys know, and let us know in the comments what you guys think. See you again soon.